Scandal which has hit one of India's most prestigious educational institution continues to get murkier by the day, while pressure is building on the management of IIM Bangalore to act against the institute's chief administrative officer who has been accused of sexually harassing the lady doctor on campus. The alleged victim spoke to Headlines today where she claimed that she was sacked from her job when she raised the issue and that despite a year of running from pillar to post, she had still not been granted any relief from the management.
Ma'am, I'm sure it must have been a very big torture considering that you have gone into a very reputed institute like IIM-B and to be facing such kind of trauma there must have been, it must have taken a toll on you.
Yes, it has taken an immense toll on me, my family, my health and everything concerned with it. It has been very painful. I never expected such a thing to happen to me. But the minute I started giving a complaint on it, my torture became worse. I've been harassed in twofold. One is the sexual advances, and by spurning his advances, it became work-related. And then now to say that I was not good in my job after working for 3 years is a crying shame. The way they manipulated things just to get me out, thinking that the case would die. This gentleman was given a show cause notice. The minute he got a show cause notice, I was terminated from service. Ruthless termination, intimidation, whatever you could use the word, total harassment I went through.
She is the one who has been a victim of sexual harassment and finally she bears the brunt of it after being terminated from services. And to see that the person who's done this to her is in possession of the inquiry report, her demand is just one thing: where is the copy of the report? With camera person Sudhakar, Pratibha Raman, Bangalore, Headlines Today.
In fact, the victim here claims that the chief administrative officer had made unwelcome sexual overtures towards her. Despite ignoring them initially, the harassment continued and only intensified after she faced sexual intimidation, sexist comments and sexually loaded messages, making it difficult for her to perform her duties. Angry female employees as well as women's rights activists have demanded that the Indian Institute of Management immediately institute disciplinary action against the CAO.
She gave a complaint to the committee. That committee began an inquiry. It took 8 months for the committee to finish the inquiry. Mr. Indu Shekhar, he boycotted all the proceedings of the inquiry. Now our question is that one, they have not given a copy of the report to the complainant. Two, they have submitted the report in August, but they have not taken any action on the report. So we are asking, what is the management doing? Why are they not taking any action on the report?
On the other side, employees of IIM also staged a counter-protest defending their administrative officer, saying they stand by him as the probe is still underway.
If he did not give you appointment, that I don't know why. Because whenever we required for discussion and other thing, even all this thing, we are getting appointment, we are discussing, because so many staffs also they went without confirm. So even that also there, because we don't want to question that one. Whatever we want to get from management for day in day out, we are fighting with them. But actually we are dead against them. But today fortunately we are fighting for them, because such allegations we are not tolerating.
My colleague Pratibha Raman now joins us from Bangalore with the latest on this story. Pratibha, the probe has been on for almost 8 months, as some of the activists they were mentioning, and they're saying that they haven't got a copy of the probe report, which apparently is out. Just tell us, was there a time-bound investigation? Because their primary grouse appears to be that, one, they're not in the know of the action taken report that has come out after the probe, and also why it's taken so long. Why has there been no concrete action that has been suggested in the report?
Well, it is pure support and negligence on the side of the management, because all the while when the victim who has been complaining, in fact, initially she had gone ahead and complained to the director, and they had a talk along with the complainant as well as the respondent, and things seemed to be very jovial, is what the victim told me yesterday. fact, she said that the director took it very jovially, and he said, you know how it happens in the institute, and this is how you just have to adjust and go along with it. So that kind of attitude of the management is pretty much shocking. And in fact, only after she was terminated from the services, only after that did the victim demand for an inquiry, and only then was the committee set up, and then the
Right.
inquiry went ahead. She went on pushing for it, and she had no other choice, because according to the rules, she cannot really go ahead outside and complain anywhere. She has to do it internally. So that is the protocol that she had to maintain. And with that being the rule, she had no other go but to keep pushing for it. And finally, when the report is out, it is pretty much shocking, because the report seems to be in possession of the respondent and not the complainant.
All
And
right.
she did apply for an RTI as well, and that mentions that if you need a copy of the report, you have to go ahead and request a copy of the report to be submitted to the administrative officer. And here, the administrative officer himself is the accused, and
All
she
right.
has no other go but to just fight, and that is why she's come out to the media
All
today.
right. The protest taking place on IIM campus. Pratibha Raman reporting live from there. Thank you very much for joining us with those details.